see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass she the prophet. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up for parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know where it's golden to get them. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the skull never settle. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know what I'm saying, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the problem. Step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high. Got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Plus your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
It's rolling on it. What is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image, UPK whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cards to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I should now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga. Middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop, heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win. And the lose. Wave devastator, I'm calculating my next move. UPK where real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas home ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Vengeance in my eyes, gripping the mic. Screaming, God bless the underdog, down by the letter. And live by that protocol, walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope in getting struggles. Life like some war, resist, or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On gold like a German shepherd, young and a restless, swear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
If Rome ain't know that, what is it?
1, 2. Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn right, I'm a UPK nigga. Straight out of 1 West, no contest. We the best to the niggas that's living, trying to contend with the stress. Going through the test, no access, cause you oppressed slaves. Niggas is dying off in waves. Living in dirt, now it's a grave. Niggas cross-talk through the crosswalk, or the white chalk over the bodies of roads that you paid. America's killing us, saying they fearing us. Put the drugs in the hood, now my niggas delirious. Put a gun in my face, all because of my race. Click, boom, flash, put some Skittles and murder my ass. Like a sheep to the slaughter, heart beating harder and harder. Baptized with these words, never dipping in water. So now we pray to the Father, give strength to the Father that's looking for the marauders. That's fucking taking our daughters, nigga. It's wartime. Lights up, nigga, showtime. Got the green light on that ass, yeah, go time. Either boot up, shut up, but get your ass up. Cause we ain't got time to be playing this all fucked up America. Heaven for the thief, hell for the slave. Reaping what you sow, meaning giving back what you gave for a clean slate. You try to imitate, you was always fake. America, every city, state, this is your fate. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America.
Touring on the timeline, giving the rhythm to expose the intricacies of Avenge. Vibe, who am I? Well, I ain't shit, but getting lit is a pastime. So in a minute, I'ma pass out. I hope you get it. If you didn't, you can crash flying. Kinda simple if you feel it past your last line, but it will confuse a bad mind. A damn shame. That's the exact thing. Gonna get your ass fried. Bombs from the sky, rich devil lullaby. Damn the nigga fly. Hope you got an alibi. Bombs from the sky, rich devil lullaby. Damn the missiles high. I can see him from the parking lot. Heaven finna ball out. Devils finna fall out. All out warfare, nightmares in the big house. You murdered us for years and thinking shit was gonna turn around. Pride never learns. This motherfucker burns down. Yelled in them streets. Told them to breach. Now all of you angels bring woe to this beast. You rule for a time, but we play for keeps. I pray to my Father, bring woe to this beast. Remember them times we hung on them trees. All of you nations bow down to your knees. Remember them ships, they brought us in fleets. Fuck they apologies, bring them the heat. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, whoa, to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America.
God is gonna destroy this empire, man. You about to see famine in this place. You think them fires in California is bad? That's just the beginning of what the Lord is about to do. Because you've been evil to the Lord's people. You've been wicked to the Most High's children, man. You've been destructive to the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me tell you something, black man. You gotta put on your strength now, man. Put back on your strength and might, black man, because your day is coming. Your day is coming because the Lord is gonna bring judgment on this earth.
8. Islam Israel. It's Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We under the leadership of Commanding General Yohana. Of course, what we teach is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true biblical Jews according to the Bible and according to archaeology. You understand? We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or camp or any other group. You understand? Whether it's the Christian church, the Muslim mosque, you understand, Kemet, astrology, any other type of camp or group, whatever the case may be, you understand, we are not affiliated with them. You understand? This is the ISUPK, the home of the truth. You understand? Priest Officer Mardakia, holding down a brotherhood class in the spirit of the Most High. You understand? And of course, as always, you understand, we know that sisterhood goes hand in hand with brotherhood. You understand? You can't have either or without each other. You understand? And of course, you understand, within brotherhood and brotherhood and sisterhood, of course, you understand, that is used to build a nation, man. You understand? True brotherhood and true sisterhood is exactly what's needed to build a nation, man. You understand? A nation that, of course, according to Zephaniah 2:1, you understand, this is one of my favorite scriptures. You understand? Because we are that nation that is not desired. You understand? We have a target on our heads. You understand? As a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. You understand? Man, woman, child. You understand? Infant, toddler, whatever the case may be, man. You understand? We have a target on our head. And brotherhood and sisterhood is going to be able to get us through all of it, man. You understand? Because, of course, the brotherhood and sisterhood of true brotherhood and sisterhood only dwells here within the ISUPK, man, under Command General Yohana, man. Of course, you understand, a lot of people in the world, you understand, they've been searching for something, where they can call home. You understand? Something where they will be able to go to as a safe haven or a place where where they feel comfort in. You understand? Of course, you understand. We're dealing with all of these other, you understand, whether it's fake Israelite group camps, whether it's the Christian church, you understand, which we're going to go, a little heavy in on today. You understand? Got a couple articles that we're gonna get into. Should like about that. You understand? We're gonna go into a couple articles just to show you how disgusting and how money hungry the Christian church is, and how they, of course, trigger how they target black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. You understand? In other words, the poor. You understand? Poor in spirit and poor in wealth, man. On how they target us. You understand? Day in and day out. You understand? To just, of course, further brainwash us with their with their theology and with their philosophies and more importantly with their beliefs on how, you understand, this Bible should be interpreted, man. You understand? And of course, you understand, we're gonna go within some scriptures as well too, man, pertaining to, of course, how and why, you understand, the Most High is going to avenge the Christian church, man, for what they have done to black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man, according to these scriptures, man. You understand? Give me one moment here. Yeah, we're gonna go straight into it. You understand? We're not gonna hold up too much time. Let me get to this article here real quick. One second here, y'all. And of course, as always, if you got any questions, comments, you understand, of course, you understand, type them in, and of course, we will definitely get to those accordingly. You understand? Let's see here. All right, Most High Christ. Brothers and sisters still checking in. go to this article, you know what I'm saying? And I'm only gonna read just a tad bit of this part of this article, and then we're gonna go into another article. One moment here. So this article is from the push pay. It says church giving statistics in 2019 edition. You understand? And one moment here. Let me get down to the part here where I wanted to read at here. Come on. I don't want to subscribe to nothing. Come on now, maybe. I don't see I'm at the. Okay, there we go. I'm about to say that it was trying to make me subscribe to something I did not want to subscribe to, but let me see here. So of course this is the push pay. Given the church giving statistics of 2019, and I just want to go down to you understand, for a time's sake, just a little part of the article, and then I'm gonna go to another part, and then we're gonna go into our another article, and then we're gonna get, you know what I'm saying, within these scriptures, man. So right here it is. This one that I want to highlight right here. It says of families that make 75,000 plus, only 1% donated one out of 10 of their income. Now read this here, you understand? And I want everyone to just think back, you understand, whether it was your mother that actually dragged you, you understand, within the church, or your grandma, or your uncle, or your aunt, or your brothers or sisters. You understand? I want as far as black, Hispanic, and Native Indians to look at this as a whole of how what I'm about to read right now has destroyed black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. You understand? This part right here has just literally destroyed us, man. You understand? When it comes to giving to a filthy, greedy bastard, man. You understand? Let's just call it and, say it exactly how it is, man. These Christian pastors, they're just filthy and they're greedy, man. And they're disgusting, man. And they're pedophiles. And all they care about is making our oppressor rich, man. You understand? Making the so-called Jewish man way more wealthier than he already is, man. You understand? This part of this article, once again, man, it says of families that make 75,000 plus, only 1% donated one out of 10 of their income. Here it is right here. It says according to a 2015 SUBCRIBE article, people with a salary less than $20,000 are 8 times more likely to give than someone who makes $75,000. Let's read that again. According to a 2015 SUBCRIBE article, people with salary of less than $20,000 are 8 times more likely to give than someone who makes $75,000. You understand? And as I was reading this article, man, you understand, of course, this is talking about the poor, man. You understand? This is talking about the blacks, men, and Native Indians that are filling up the hoods here in America, man. Let's read this one more time. It says, according to a 2015 SUBCRIBE article, people with a salary, you understand, less than $20,000, man. It doesn't say equal to or $25,000 or $30,000. It says less than $20,000 are 8 times more likely to give than someone who makes $75,000, man. You understand? Blacks, men, and Native Indians, we will give all our riches to a filthy, disgusting Christian pastor. You understand? And put all our hope within this filthy, disgusting pastor to just make him feel, comfort, or have some type of sincerity when he's up there, with this fake sermon, and not within the scriptures, and not about building up the nation of Israel. You understand? He's more importantly, building up the nation of Edom, man. You understand? The nation of these so-called men of the Lord, man. When it comes to these Christian pastors, man. You understand? That's what they're all about, man. Building up their nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Building up their cause of just being money hungry, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to read this part one more time, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to realize, man, when it comes to Israel, on how important it is to understand the ditch that we are digging ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these filthy, disgusting Christian churches, man. It says, according to a 2015 Share Faith article, people with a salary of less than $20,000 are 8 times more likely to give than someone who makes $75,000. You understand? 8 times more likely to give than someone who makes $75,000, man. You understand? And we gonna hit on this, and we gonna hit on this, and we gonna keep on hitting on this, man. Just on this part of the article right here, you understand? If everyone in the hood, you understand, everyone within the black communities will just literally understand how desperate it sounds, you understand, when I'm reading this part, man. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Indians, man, we will literally give our rent money, our light money. You know what I'm saying? Grandma's going to give all that Social Security check to the pastor, man. Best believe that, man. Grandma's going to give her whole Social Security check to that Christian pastor, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody be on disability checks, man. Good night, man. Forget about it, man. You know what I'm saying? On disability from whether it's you are fought within a war, or whether you have diabetes or gout, or you got hurt at work, or whatever the case may be, man. Christians, man, they will give all of their riches and every little piece of money that they have to their Christian pastor, man. You know what I'm saying? And it just blows my mind to just see it happen over and over and over again, man. Over and over again we see this happen. You know what I'm saying? The black community, you know what I'm saying, just giving all of their riches to a church community that really does not care about them whatsoever, man. Does not care about them whatsoever, man. To the Pope. Shalom to the Lord Christ. You understand? This literally does not care about them whatsoever, man. Let's read this last part one more time, man. You understand? Because we want to make sure that this seek all throughout our heads, man. You understand? Have it all throughout our mindset of what's really going on here within America, man. What's really going on within the black community, man. What's really going on within the black household, man. You understand? You understand? We are poor, man. You understand? We are struggling, man. Why? Because we are giving everything that we have to a person that probably don't even know anything about you, man. You know what I'm saying? That don't know anything about you or your family or your struggles, or, you know what I'm saying, what you may be going through with, with your husband or with your wife or with your kids or at your slavery, whatever the case may be, man. These Christian pastors, they have one agenda, and that's money, man.
Right.
You understand? They have one agenda, and that's money, man. I'm going to read this last part one more time, man, because this is just so heavy, man. It says, according to a 2015 Share Faith article, people with a salary of less than $20,000 are 8 times more likely to give than someone who makes $75,000, man. Once again, people with a salary less of $20,000, man, You understand? That's barely hitting minimum wage, man. That's barely hitting minimum wage, man. Less of $20,000 are 8 times more likely to give than someone who makes $75,000, man. Almost triple, man. It is triple, man. Almost quadruple the salary it won't give, man. But of course, we all understand that this is triggering and targeting the black community, man. You know what I'm saying? We are the ones that are making, you know what I'm saying, within a household less than $20,000, man. You know what I'm saying? We are the ones within a household, you know what I'm saying, that has a roach-infested house, man. You know what I'm saying? Mice running all the way, all throughout the household, man. You know what I'm saying? Bed bugs, man. Dirt, you know, just dirt pile up, you know what I'm saying? From all the hell that we have to deal with, man. But we put all our hope and all our faith within the Christian church, man. You understand? All our hope and all our faith all within the Christian church, man. Why, man? So they can just look at us and laugh, man. So they can look at us and laugh, man. You understand? Give me one moment here. Let's see. And just a little bit more on this article. It says, we are often deceived by convincing ourselves that the expectations placed upon us are too high. People in higher income brackets are often paying more than their fair share in taxes. It's easy for churches to feel like another hand in their pocket. This is why consistent financial teaching is so critical for wealthier congregants to understand the idea of stewardship and needs to be regularly reinforced is not a mindset that comes naturally to our culture. You understand? And that's just, man, they just using, you know what I'm saying, all, you know, like within this article, just a lot of wordplay to further brainwash you and to make you want to feel some type of sincerity for people that make $75,000 or more, man. You know what I'm saying? They want you to make, you know, oh, okay, well, I understand why he can't give, you know, like, you know, he's in a higher tax bracket and, you know, he has, you know, student loans and, you know, he has, you know, car payments and, you know, he has, he has his own business and, you know, he has to pay taxes on his houses and his buildings, whatever the case may be, man. They want you to feel some type of sincerity for these people that make over $75,000. But of course, the people that's making less than $20,000 off, well, you know, they really don't have anything. You know, like their rent is only $10. You know what I'm saying? So of course they can give more, man. No, man. Show no sincerity, man, for anyone that gives to that filthy, disgusting Christian church, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyone, man, that gives to a filthy, hungry, disgusting Christian pastor, man. Show no remorse for that person, man, whatsoever, man. You understand? Pay your tithes here within the ISUPK, man. You understand? Help us to continue to build this nation, man. You understand? That's what you can do, man. You understand? That's what's needed, man, within the black community, man. You understand? We go through all throughout hoods of America, man. You understand? Whether it's South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, California, New York, Oklahoma, Tennessee, you understand? Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, you understand? Arizona, Alaska, you understand? All throughout the earth, man. All hoods, man, are struggling, man. You understand? All hoods, man, do only have corner stores, man. You understand? That's selling nothing but, you know, abominable foods, man. Has pork, you understand, within those corner stores, man. You understand? Where are the grocery stores within the hoods of America, man?
Right.
You understand? We don't see any, man. But of course, you go across that train tracks or you go across that bridge and what do you see, man? a whole nother city, man. A whole different type of lifestyle, man. You understand? Continue, man. Continue, man. You know what I'm saying? To question these Christian pastors, man. Question your family members, man. You know what I'm saying? On why are they giving their money when they make less than $20,000, man? They're giving all of their funds and all of their riches, you understand, to a filthy, disgusting, greedy Christian pastor, man. That's what we truly need to be asking our family members, man. Especially the ones that we truly love. You understand? And that love is an action word, man.
Right.
You understand? You have to show forth some action, man, when you say that you love somebody, man. You just can't say that you love someone, you know what I'm saying, and just, you know, and then that's it. No, man, you have to put forth some action, man. You know what I'm saying? Check up on a brother or sister, man. See how they doing, man. See if they need anything, man. You just can't say, oh, well, you know, hey, I love you, bro. I love you, sis. No, man, that is so cliche. That's just so Christian. You understand? That's very, very Christian, man. You understand? Let me see here. One moment here. Let me see if I want to get anything else out of this article before we go to the other article. And this other article, ooh-wee. Good night, man. This other article is going to, it really didn't shock me, you understand, when I was reading it, man, but it definitely made, catch some eyes of some people that's tuning in, man. Let me see here. Here. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Yeah, so this is another good one as well too. This is the one I was looking here for right here. Here we go. So it says 73% of church giving happens throughout the week.
Good night.
73% of church giving happens throughout the week. This is not on, Sunday. You understand? This is not, what they have on a Saturday sometimes at the churches, like little church gatherings or whatever the case may be. It says 73% of church giving happens throughout the week. Most churches prioritize a giving model that focuses on heavy lifting of 2 to 5 minute windows on Sunday morning. So it makes sense that Sunday is the highest giving day of the week, 27%, but that still means that 73% of giving happens other times, and including impulsive middle of the night giving. Good night.
God, good.
Impulsive middle of the night giving. What does that sound like? You understand? What happens, you understand, when you're up all night? Camel concert, if you don't mind. You understand? What happens when you're up all night? You understand? And you leave your TV on. You understand? And what happens, man? You understand? You wake up, and what do you see, man? Oh, this is something from the Lord. You understand? I have this cloth, and if you get this cloth, what's going to happen? All your bills are just going to magically go away. Or what? Here's another one. That miracle water. You understand? You drink that miracle water, and your diabetes is going to go away. You understand? You drink this miracle water, and you're going to be blessed forever. What, sir? You understand? And that, let me see, what was that percentage again, man? Yeah, man, it says, here we go right here. It says, including impulsive middle of the night giving. It says more than 30% comes between the hours of 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. You understand? So not on Sunday. You understand? A lot of people, they like, oh man, the Christian church, they make a lot of money on Sunday. No, man. It's at night, you understand? And what happens at night, man, when it comes to Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man? What happens? We're thinking about what? We're thinking about all the pain and all the sorrow that we are going through, man. That we went through throughout that day, and what we are going throughout our daily lives, man. You understand?
That's what we're thinking about, man. From those hours from 9 p.m. all the way up to 6 a.m., man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers drinking, you know what I'm saying? Families on drugs, whatever the case may be, man. And what they do, man, they be up all night looking at infomercials and what happens, man. You have some devil, you know what I'm saying, think that he's, the Most High himself, and want to come up with some doggone miracle water or some type of cloth that's going to, magically just vanish all your bills away, man. You understand? This right here is a target on Black Spanish and Native Indians, man.
Right.
You understand? This is the target, man, that they are using, man. You understand? Not all of the gimmick is on Sundays, man. You understand? It says that it wasn't even, what was it, 27%? That's a small percentage, man. And they still, oh man, good night, they still make a lot of money, man, within that 27%. It's like, I don't want, you got to like.
I was just going to say that it's so disgusting and it's horrible. And when you think about it, because I know we all remember turning on the TV shows at night, watching B&T, and they always had that video that comes on late night around 2 o'clock in the morning, or they stop showing certain TV shows on just about, if you got basic cable, which is for poor people,
right?
Once they stop showing certain movies, they always hit you with those church sermons, those church shows where you can call in and give some money to the church to help. Like it's a marketing skill that they use on poor people, which is predominantly Black, Latino, and Native Indians. And they know, like you said, at night they know we still up, stressing, thinking about bills. You know what I'm saying? And then just so happens this show comes on and it's Pastor Dr. Jenkins, Edomite. I know you're going through a tough time right now.
Exactly.
God knows it. You can send $10.99 right now. You can get this prayer cloth. And what do? We send the $10.99 in.
Yeah. And
that video just ain't being broadcasted in one house.
Exactly.
I mean, it's 100, maybe 200,000 houses that's getting that broadcast. So you do 200,000 times $10.99, and you add up that. He's making that during the week.
Right.
And we wonder why these pastors got private jets and all of these nice houses and everything.
Right.
Because they literally are hustling the Black, Latino, and Native Indian community. That was it, though.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just so heavy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I said earlier, man, they are targeting us, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was reading this article, man, I was just amazed, man. But it all came back to my realization, like, man, like, they've been doing this, you know what I'm saying? And I'm 35, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, you know what I'm saying, those like those nights, you know what I'm saying, when my mom and my father would be up, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever they would be doing, you know what I'm saying? And the TV would always be on, man. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, you know what I'm saying, weekends and all throughout the week, you would see those infomercials come on, man. And as a kid, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know what I'm saying, in hell, in poverty, we were like, man, like, you know, like, is this real? You understand? And just think about how many, just like Officer Bud said, that right there, it just wasn't being broadcast within your city limits, man. It was being broadcast all around the world. You understand? All around the hoods of America, targeting Black, Spanish, and Native Indians, man. You understand? And this has just literally, man, just literally goes over our heads, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I haven't, you know what I'm saying, seen, and I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, that they are still on, you know what I'm saying, within these, within these infomercials, you know what I'm saying, from anywhere from, so like, what was the time, from 9 to 6 a.m., you know what I'm saying, and why, you know, I mean, like, think about that time frame, you know what I'm saying, from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., man. You know what I'm saying? What happens at 6 a.m., man? Of course, you know what I'm saying? It's time to do what now? It's time to get the kids up for work. I mean for our school. It's time for you to go back to your slavery now, man. It's like a residual clock, man, that goes on, and they just marketed us, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like they sold us, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like how they had a price tag on us, man. You know what I'm saying? Within slavery, they still have that price tag on you, man. You You understand? Because of course they wouldn't be showing those infomercials and being up all late and being up all late if they wasn't making no money.
Right.
You understand? They would not be showing that whatsoever, man. But no, man, they are pushing that agenda, man. And it's happening over and over again, man. Let's see here. Let's read that one more time, man. It says most churches prioritize a giving model. Wordplay, giving model. You understand? You have to. Listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Commander Jenny Holland, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he taught us, man, how to actually read, man. You know what I'm saying? We thought that we was able to read. You know what I'm saying? When we were in middle school and high school, and some of those colleges or trade schools, whatever the case may be, man. But he trained us on how to read the trickery that our oppressor uses within their articles, uses within infomercials, uses within marketing, man. Yes, it says most churches prioritize a giving model that focuses on all the heavy lifting of the 2 5-minute windows on Sunday morning, so it makes sense that Sunday is the highest giving day of the week, which is only 27%, but that still means that 73% of giving happens other times, including impulsive middle of the night giving. More than 30% comes between the hours of 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. If you don't have an online giving platform, preferably mobile, that allows people to give whenever the impulsive strikes, you're missing out, and it's likely that people are finding other places to give. Good night, man. You can give on your mobile device now. On your mobile device.
They got an app.
You know what I'm saying? They got an app right now where you can give on your mobile device, man.
Make me rich. MakeMeRich.com.
You know what I'm saying? MakeMeRich.com, man. You know what I'm saying? Or give half of your money. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. Giving pastor your money, man. You know what I'm saying? So for time's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the other article. You understand? One moment here, Shalia. Now this article right here, man, is just so disgusting, man. It's so pitiful, man, what the Christian church is able to do. Here we go. So this is WBTV. One black church, one white church comes together to address racial issues. Once again, the title speaks for itself. It says one black church, one white church comes together to address racial issues. Ding, 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 ding. Wordplay. You understand? They want us to literally be able to discuss black issues with our oppressors, the ones that's oppressing us. You understand? Within the Christian church. They want us to join what? Hand in hand with one another, man. You understand? They want us to live that MLK philosophy, man. You understand? That's what they want us to live, man. I'm gonna read the title one more time, man. It's like it. It's not funny, man, but it's just so diabolical, man, on how they use wordplay to destroy us, man. You know what I'm saying? This article is going to destroy a little boy, man. This article is going to destroy a teenager, man, to make them believe that it's okay to talk about racial issues, you know what I'm saying, with other races, man. When our so-called oppressor, they have no idea what it is to be a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, man.
Right.
So why are we even in the same room with one another discussing racial issues, man? Why are we within the same room discussing racial issues if they don't know anything? If they don't know anything what it's about, to literally walk outside and be targeted, man. Walk outside and be followed, man. You understand? They don't know anything. They don't know anything about that, man. It says one black church and one white church comes together to address racial issues. And this happened in Huntersville, North Carolina.
Damn.
You understand? Not too far from Charlotte, North Carolina. It says two churches are coming together once again to address the racial divide in America. Two churches are coming together once again to address the racial divide in America. Independence Hill Baptist Church in a predominantly white church. That just sounds like a that just sounds racist, man. That just sounds like a so-called Caucasian church. It says Independence Hill. Independence Hill.
So like,
you gotta.
It sounds like as soon as you walk in the door, it's a noose gonna drop down, right, ready to hang you. I'm in the right church. Oh yeah, you in the right church, boy.
You understand? So like, it says Independence Hill Baptist Church. So like, let me finish this real quick. Let me see. Let me see if I can send it to you. So like, you want me to take it to you, sir?
Yeah, that's the one.
Understand? This is just so disgusting, man. So disgusting.
It's like reach from the top again.
Oh, calm, friend.
One black church, one white church coming together to address racial issues. That picture is so stupid. Man, that picture is like that picture is crazy.
I'm trying to tell you.
Because like in the picture, you can see that they're completely two different people. Like you can tell he's a straight Klansman, and the brother is just a pimp. He's a straight pimp.
Right.
Huntersville, North Carolina. Two churches are coming together once again to address the racial divide in America. Independence Hill Baptist Church is a predominantly white church. Jonahville AME Zion Church is a predominantly black church. Both churches gathered by Zoom on Monday night to have a prayer meeting and to talk about George Floyd's death. Ask for God's comfort, Independence Hills Baptist Church pastor Todd Marlin said. His blessings for righteousness to prevail, for peace and unity to come forward.
Good night, Shalai. Good night, man. Good night, man. Now, what's the name of that black church? Jonahville's AME Zion Church. That's a black church.
Jonahville AME Zion Church.
That's a black church, man. You know what I'm saying? And just like also LeBron said, man, if you look at the picture, man, that Edomite is a KKK member, man.
Right.
You understand? That Edomite is a KKK member, man. And look what he had the nerve to say on the killing of George Floyd, man. Or any killing when it comes to Black, Spanish, Native Indians, man. He said, ask for God's comfort.
Good night.
Ask for God's comfort when his forefathers killed us. It is still killing us, man. You understand? Those are his kind, man. Come on, so you got it.
So I was just going to say, it's so disgusting because he said, ask for God's comfort. So he's letting them know, they're so stupid, he's letting them know, like, I'm not going to comfort you. Right. I'm not going to give black people the comfort that they're looking for. Even though we're supposed to be coming together to discuss the death of George Floyd, don't ask for my comfort.
You better ask God for comfort.
Right.
That was it. I was like, good night.
Don't ask for my comfort, you know what I'm saying? Don't ask for my money. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask for my riches. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask to come within my church. You know what I'm saying? Which is a predominantly all Caucasian church.
Good
You
night.
know what I'm saying? Don't ask that. Ask God for his comfort, man. And it says his blessing for righteousness to prevail, for peace and unity to come forward, man. That sounds like a Joe Biden phrase right there, man.
Right.
And this article came out last summer, man. That sounds like a Joe Biden phrase right there, man. He said he want peace and unity to come forward, man. Peace and unity to come forward.
Like
Yeah, come on, concert.
this definitely like he was one of them guys out there that stormed the Capitol.
Right. You understand? He probably was out there, man. Ain't no telling, man. He probably was definitely out there, man. You understand? But you can just see the difference in how they interact with one another, man. You understand? On how they give advice to one another, man.
Right.
If that was a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, of course, here within the ISUPK, and we lose a lost one, you know what I'm saying? What's going to happen? Hey, you know what I'm saying? What you need? Or I should like, sir, you know what I'm saying? If I may, you know what I'm saying? Give you this drink right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the bar real quick, man. Have a couple shots, man. Have a couple beers, man. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Let's just stay at the crib, man. Throw something on the grill, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk it out, man. That just shows you the differences of how the Christian church operates, man. You know what I'm saying? They want to have a Zoom meeting, you know what I'm saying, within both congregations, man, and talk about racial issues on the innocent killings of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. This right here is a joke, man. This old person has had no sorrow whatsoever within his heart, man. He said, ask God for comfort, man. He said, his blessings for righteousness to prevail, for peace and unity to come forward, man. It just shows you how much of a false prophet he is and how much the Bible has nothing to do with him. There's no peace and unity when it comes to, our oppressor raping, robbing us, man. Yes, and killing us daily, and stealing our money, you understand, stealing our riches to make their kingdom prevail. You understand? That's what's going to prevail, man. Ain't no righteousness going to prevail when it comes to our oppressor killing innocent blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
But you know what will prevail, though? You understand? Their kingdom is going to continue to prevail, you understand, when that happens. You understand? Of course, until Christ comes back with 200 million angels to restore order within this place, man. You understand? They are prevailing right now. Why? Because they are in their heaven, man. You understand? Righteousness to him is to just leave me alone and ask God about it. Leave me alone and ask God about it, man. Let's go and keep on reading, sir, if you don't mind.
Alright, come. The churches started their mission together about 5 years ago after the Mother Emmanuel AME church shooting. The bond remained and grew strong. When the pastor of Jonaville AME Zion, Pastor Mark Evans, called Pastor Marlene after the death of an African-American man involving a Minneapolis police officer, Marlon knew he had to be a listening. It's like it. Marlon knew he had to be a listening ear.
Here it comes. Here comes the Christian heart. Here comes the Christian felt heart, man. You understand? And it's funny, you know what I'm saying, of course, that we are reading it, man. But just imagine and just see how brainwashing, you know what I'm saying, blacks are when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, serious situations, man. Serious trauma that has happened within the black household, man. Within the black community, man. You can go ahead and keep on reading, sir, if you don't mind.
It was a heartfelt for him, Marlon said, and because of the relationship, I was able to have an immediate empathy for him. I didn't have to guess how he felt. He didn't have to re-explain that to me, Pastor Marlon described. His emotions after seeking the image of the officer's knee on George's neck. It was sickening, he said. How could this be happening in a country where we hope the light would have come on by now?
You understand?
Good night.
It just show you just the differences between how the response, you know what I'm saying, of the oppressor and the response of the Jake. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, he's a filthy, discussing Christian pastor. But he's saying, listen, man, you ain't gotta tell me, you know what I'm saying? I already know. You know what I'm saying? I already know how the feeling is, man. But on the other hand, our oppressor said what? Ask God for comfort. You understand? Ask the Most High for comfort. You know what I'm saying? Pray that His blessing and righteousness will prevail with peace and unity, man. And all the hoo-ha and garbage, man. Let's go and keep on reading, sir, if you don't mind.
Pastor Marlon said, it's sad to see injustice against blacks, and says it can stir up some righteous anger. He wants to turn that anger into hope.
Good night.
God, slide it. If I could,
you got it, sir.
That's what they want us to do.
Yeah.
They don't want you to be angry. Even like the devil said, he knows it's a righteous anger. Like, it is a point in time in your life where you have the right to be angry.
Right.
And we should be angry if we're seeing our brothers and sisters being murdered in the streets, drugs put in our communities. We should be angry. But he wants you to take that fire that's burning inside you and turn it into hope. He wants you to hope things get better.
Right.
He wants you to, don't be mad. Just have hope things going to get better. And that's no different than what Martin Luther King did and what these Christian pastors did. They wanted us to take that anger and turn it into hope.
It's like, can we hold this? Can we go to Lamentations chapter 4 verse 17?
Good.
You understand? It says, Pastor Marlon says it's sad to see the injustice against blacks, and says it can stir up some righteous anger, but he wants to turn the anger into hope. You know what I'm saying? Meaning to forgive the police officers, man. You know what I'm saying? Meaning to forgive Mike Zimmerman for killing Trayvon Martin on tape. You understand? I encourage everyone, man, even though that was years upon years ago, man, that still replays through my mind, man, on how it's on tape of him killing Trayvon Martin, man. It wasn't actual video footage, but they had the audio, man, from neighbors calling the police and hearing Mike Zimmerman's voice and hearing Trayvon Martin scream out for help. And how the injustice system tried to make it seem as if Mike Zimmerman was in harm. You know what I'm saying? I encourage everyone, man, even though, of course, like I said, it was years ago, you know what I'm saying, go back and watch that documentary of Trayvon Martin, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have, kids or, young brothers or young sisters, man, whatever the case may be, man, I encourage everyone, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not concerned if it's on YouTube, like Netflix, but I did see like little snippets of it on YouTube. It came out about 3-4 years ago on BET. You know what I'm saying? So of course, if you got the BET app, you can look up that documentary or just Google that documentary, man. And it was like about anywhere from 5 to 7 episodes, and it goes into deep of what really happened. You know what I'm saying? And how, of course, Mike Zimmerman got off scot-free, man. You understand? He said he wants to turn the anger into hope, man. Into hope that we should join hand in hand like he's doing with our oppressor right here, man. Let's go and read that scripture, sir, if you don't mind.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes has yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
You know what I'm saying? We want to put our hope in, you know what I'm saying? We want to watch for this nation, you know what I'm saying, that cannot save us, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to listen to this oppressor words when he said that we want to, have righteousness prevail, you know what I'm saying, and have peace and unity and ask God for comfort. You know what I'm saying? We want to have our hope in that, man. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, we should have our hope in you know what I'm saying, is as far as gathering together, man, as a nation, man. As far as Black, Spanish, and Native Indians, that's our true and only hope, man, is that we surround ourselves with brotherhood and sisterhood, man.
Right.
That's what's going to truly prevail. You understand? Because brotherhood and sisterhood is a true weapon, man, that our oppressor cannot stand. That's how we beat them, man. We don't put our hope within their philosophies and their lies. We put our hope in our doctrine, man, which is His Bible, man, and have it surrounded and girded with brotherhood and sisterhood, man. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the article, shit like it.
Okay. For permanent change to happen, the pastor said, I think it's going to have to be a collective voice of our nations across racial lines. We can't say all lives matter until we can collectively say Black lives matter. Marlon and Evans say this fellowship will continue because it is making a difference, one member at a time. Marlon desires other churches to follow their example. He believes all coming together for the same cause will make a difference.
Good night. Is that not exactly what that scripture was saying, man? You know what I'm saying? We are trying to join hand in hand with the nation, man, that cannot save us, man. We are trying to have these private meetings and trying to have Zoom meetings with a people that does not care about us, man.
Right.
And we read it right here within this article, man. You know what I'm saying? A regular Jake might thought that it may have been heartfelt or thoughtful, but of course here, even with UPK soldiers, we read between the lines, man. We understand that this article is tearing the Black community up, man. It's tearing us apart, man, piece by piece and bit by bit when it comes to loving everyone, man. God loves everyone, man. Because that's what it boils down to, man. You want to have a change? Oh, you know what I'm saying? We can't say that all lives matter. You know what I'm saying? We have to collectively say, of course, first we have to say Black lives matter, and then we can say all lives matter, man. That's what he's trying to get across to this oppressor. He want him to say that Black lives matter, and then they can say that all lives matter, man. You understand? Which is just so, it's just so Christian, you know what I'm saying, within itself, man. That's just so Christian, man. Let's go and keep on reading, sir, if you don't mind. Shut why, yeah.
Okay. It reads, it says, the blessings for our community, Marla said, are going to come as a result of unity.
Result of unity, man. This is what this pastor wants, man. He wants us to unify, man, with one another, man. With our oppressor, with the heathens that are walking upon the face of this earth, man. That's what they want us to do, man. But of course, here within the ISUPK, man, we're going what the Bible says, man. And the Bible says to be separate, man. Yes, and we are a separate people, man. We are above all these other nations, man. But of course, man, the Bible has a result, you know what I'm saying, in a prophecy that's going to happen to these filthy, disgusting pastors, man. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 13, man. And we're going to start right at verse 1. You understand? Because these so-called Christian pastors, man, they are false prophets, man, that are literally scattering the Most High sheep away, man. According to Jeremiah chapter 23, man. And destruction is going to happen to them for doing this to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. A lot of people may, you know what I'm saying, they read this article and say that, oh, you know, it's thoughtful, it's, you know, it's a heartfelt. No, man, this is the issue when it comes to black people, man. When it comes to the Hispanic people, when it comes to Native Indian people, man. We are loving the wrong people, man. We want to give credit to the wrong people. That's our problem, man. But the Most High is going to avenge those people that has brainwashed you for years upon years, over 400 years, man. Because of course we came over here in slave ships, man. They got beat, raped, and robbed of our identity. But of course, you know what I'm saying? At the time happened, man, our own people had destroyed us, man. Our own people was destroying us, man. Helping out the slave patrols, man. Our own people was turning us in, man. And they continue to do this, man. They are continually turning us into our oppressor, man. Saying to unify, man. And unity is the answer, man. And saying that quote unquote Black Lives Matter, man. Which of course, you know what I'm saying, we didn't already, you know what I'm saying, broke down that agenda, man. Of how they snuck in the LGBTQ plus community, man. And look what's happening now, man. Joe Biden is just you know, saying that, you know, the LGBTQ plus community is going to be the face of America, man. And that's all going to trickle down to the Christian church, man. Same-sex marriage. You can, you can identify as a woman, but you was born as a boy, man. You can play in sports now as a transgender, man. And break records, man, as a boy, identifying as a woman, man. This is trickling down to the Christian church, man. But they must pay, man, for what they have done to the blacks, and Native Indians, man. Let's go ahead and read Ezekiel chapter 13, sir, from the top if you don't mind.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 13, verse 1. And the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against these prophets of Israel that prophesies, and say that unto them that prophesies out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of the Most High.
You understand, of course, man, this is the prophet Ezekiel, man. You understand, the Most High told him to go to these quote-unquote prophets of Israel. Once again, man, the Bible is very, very specific when it comes to who his people is, man. Who the Most High people is, man. It says, go to these prophets of Israel that are speaking of their own lust, man. Yes, and they're speaking of their own lust, man. There's no unity when it comes to the Bible, man. When it comes to our oppressor and all these other heathens. There's no unity within that, man. So these pastors right here in that article that we were just reading, they're going within their own lust. Because that's what they want. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's their feel good. Let's go keep on reading, sir, if you don't mind. Should like it.
Verse 3. Thus saith the Most High God, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing.
Good night. It says they go after their own spirit, and what they see?
They have seen nothing.
They have seen nothing, man. Meaning that they are nothing, man. It says go into these prophets, man, that go after their own lust, man. That quote unquote prophesy, and they are seeing nothing, man. How can a prophet be a prophet if they don't see anything, man?
Right.
You understand? That's nothing, man. Just like this quote unquote pastor there in North Carolina at that AME church, man. How can he be a prophet and he's saying that unity? You understand? How can he be a prophet? He wants unity. He wants to see unity, man. Shabbat, Officer Bun, have you seen unity all throughout America?
Saladia. I've seen them storm the Capitol building.
You understand? You understand? That was within unity. You understand? But you understand, when it comes to unity with blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you know, with our oppressor and, you know, with these heathens, they want all nations to come together within unity, man. How is that possible, man? How is that possible, man? He's not a prophet of the Lord, man.
Right.
He's not a prophet of the Most High, man. That's real simple, man. It said that they, I don't know, can you read the last part of you should like it?
They, thus say the Most High, and have seen nothing.
You know what I'm saying? They have not seen nothing, man. Seen nothing, man. They don't see anything, man, when it comes to as far as, you know, what they want to do, man. But the Most High says, woe, woe unto the foolish prophets, man. Meaning what? Woe means destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? Destruction to these quote-unquote prophets, man, that follow their own spirit, man. Not the spirit of the Most High, man. Not the spirit of these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Of their own spirit, man. Of their own, you know, of their own lust, of their own words. In other words, man. In their own words, man. On what they want to see. And what they want to feel. But the scripture says, but they have seen nothing, man. Let's go keep on reading, so should allow you.
Good. Verse 4. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert.
Good night, man. It says, O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts, man. What happens when you see a fox in the desert, man? What happens when you see a fox in the desert, man? He's going to be useless, man. Why? Because he has no prey, you know what I'm saying? He has no food, you know what I'm saying? He has no water. You know, so what's going to happen to him, man? Eventually, what's going to happen? That fox is going to die, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That fox can't, can't do what he's, naturally born to do, man. Go out and, do what he naturally does, man, within the wilderness, man. It says it's like a fox in the desert, man. Let's keep on reading if you don't mind.
God. Verse 5. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the heads for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Most High.
Good. Now it says, ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord, man.
Right.
Meaning, man, that you're not built for this, man. You are not built for this, man. These Christian pastors, how can they be built for this, man? How can a Christian pastor be built for battle, man? In a 5-piece suit, man.
Who you gonna select?
You understand? Who you gonna fight in a 5-piece suit, man? You understand? Who are you going to protect in a 5-piece suit, man? Oh, let me guess, you gonna go to an oppressor and go on his words when he says, "Oh, ask God for comfort." You understand? Ask God to protect you. No, man. The Most High is a man of war, man, and of course his soldiers are men of war as well too, man.
Damn right.
His son Christ, man, Yahushua Mashiach, is a man of war, man. You understand? We are warning, man, against a nation, man. This is war right here, man. This is spiritual warfare right here, man. You know what I'm saying? To get our mindsets back to the realization that our oppressor has nothing to do with us, man. And don't want nothing to do with us, man, whatsoever, man. Straight up and down, just like that, man. They do not care about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. They do not care for us, man. They are not going to give us their money, man. They are not going to allow us to come within their houses, man. You understand? They are not, man. You understand? I'm not been for Sunday if and of course, you understand, this is just a sidebar, you understand, but I was watching that movie One Night in America, you understand, and that's of course, like, dealing with the Nation of Islam and all that hoopla, you understand, but it was a certain part, piece within the movie, you understand, and of course, you understand, we don't agree with the movie whatsoever, man. You understand? But I was just watching it, you know what I'm saying, to see if they was gonna have some type of truth within it, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was actually the beginning of the movie, you know what I'm saying, with Jim Brown, you know what I'm saying, which was a football player, you know what I'm saying, that retired to pursue his acting career and did all these quote unquote great things for the black community. But it was a part within the movie when he went to, I believe it was his old coach's house. You know what I'm saying? He went to his old coach's house and, he was just being thankful, you know what I'm saying, for what he did, like for his family. And it came to a part where, they was about to departure. And, and one of the oppressors, I'm not saying if it was a daughter or, or a wife or whatever the case may be, she had said that, we need this couch moved.
Damn.
You understand? We need this couch moved. But this is the heavy part right here, you understand? So Jim Brown offered to actually move the couch. Guess what the oppressor said, man? Guess what this devil said, man? He said, Jim, I love you, but we don't but we do not allow Negroes in this house.
Good night.
We do not allow Negroes in this house, man. Now that was probably one of the most realest part out of the whole entire movie, man. That was real right there, man. This old person said, now Jim, you understand, you're a good football player, you understand? I know your family, but we don't allow Negroes in our house. You understand? And this is Jim Brown, you understand? A famous football player, man. This devil said, now we do not allow Negroes within our house, man. That just shows you, man. And that segment of that movie was probably one of the only heavy point that they had within that movie, because of course they was talking about, Islam and Malcolm X was, talking about, going off and doing his own thing and all that hoopla. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, I can probably get that one piece out of that movie and say that was real, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that just shows you how they truly feel about us, man. You know what I'm saying? Allowing no Negroes within their household, meaning what, man? That we are not friends, man. He showed his true colors right then and there, man. And that's exactly what what this devil did in the article that we just read as well too. You understand? He don't want to be a part of no solution or no unity. And if you read the article, man, of course, or if you were hearing the article, you said that was the only thing that pastor had said, or quote unquote pastor said, man. In reality, that's the only thing that devil said, man, was to ask God for comfort, man. That's what he wanted to happen, man. That just shows you, man, once again, man, he pretty much called him a Negro right there on the Zoom, you know what I'm saying? Like, Negro, please, and he said, don't come to me about, like, y'all situations and, y'all troubles. Go to God about your troubles, man. And that was just so disgusting, man. But it's just so real, man. We all in all, think about it, man. It's just so real, man, that our oppressor wants nothing to do with us, man. But we want all to do with them, man. All to do with them, man. All in the name of what? Christianity. In the name of unity. In in the name of peace and love and hugs and kisses and sit downs and Zoom meetings. No, man. The Most High is not with that garbage, man. That's the most important thing right there to remember, man. That the Most High is not with unity, man. The Most High is not with unity, man. You understand? And another thing, the Most High is not with these fake Israelite groups, man.
Right.
You understand? They try to have a quote unquote unity camp or unity gathering, and what happens, man? All hell breaks loose, man. Fights break loose. Arguments happens, man. Why? Because the Most High is not with them, man. Just plain and simple, the Most High is not with them, man. You understand? We got fake Israelite groups saying that it's okay to, join hand in hand with these other nations, and it's okay to rape and molest kids. Come on, man. False prophets, man, that don't see anything, man. That don't see anything, man. If that was such a thing, man, you understand why isn't all of Israel doing it, man?
Right.
You only hear that from who? Our oppressor, man. Because they are the true sexual deviant, man. That's what wraps around their minds, and how can I, do all these abominable things to a child, and how can I do this thing to a boy or a girl, or a young teenager girl, young teenager boy? That's what wraps around within their mindsets, man. They are the false prophets that do not see nothing, man. And the Most High says, woe unto the foolish prophets, man. You understand? That follow their own spirit, man. But the scripture says, and have seen nothing, man. You understand? They say all these, all these, kind words or whatever the case may be. What was that one pastor again that said that he was just going to blow the COVID-19 away?
Man.
I always forget his name, man. I always forget his name. I always forget that devil name, man. Said that he was just going to blow COVID-19 away. And then had the whole congregation doing it as well, man. The whole congregation fell in suit with him, man. You understand? The whole congregation did, man.
Kenneth Copeland.
Kenneth, that's his name. I always forget his. I don't know why I always forget his name, man. Kenneth Copeland said that he was going to blow the COVID-19 away, man. And what's happening now, man? It's getting to the point. It's getting so bad now, man. Now that they have to come out with vaccinations to actually stop the COVID-19, man. So once again, man, Kenneth Copeland, of course, this Bible is not for him, you understand? So of course he can't even be in the category of even being a prophet, man. Because this Bible is not even for him. Say that he's going to blow the COVID-19 away. And the crazy thing about it is that he had black people in there within his congregation doing it.
Good, man.
Saying, COVID-19, you're going away. No, man. Stop believing in these false hopes, man. Stop believing in garbage. That right there is just straight up and down garbage, man. Listen to the true priests and prophets of the Lord, man, because we are here to save you, man. You understand? This is your true safe haven, man. Not no doggone Christian church, man. Not no filthy, money-hungry Christian pastor, man. Yeah, count. So you guys.
Shaya Allah said just recently, he said a brother committed suicide afraid of the repercussion because he transgressed the law. He was in some fake camp and he knew they were going to discipline him. He had a homosexual lover.
Good night, man. Good night, man.
I seen that he jumped off a building.
Jumped off a building, man.
I think he was in IGJC.
You know what? I did hear about that, man. Shalakia, man. Good night, man. So these fake Israelite groups thinking that they are the true judgment, man. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that, that they can cast brothers out, man. To the point, man, where it's putting fear in these brother lives, man, to the point, man, where they take their own lives, man, and commit suicide, man, jumping off buildings, man. And that's not normal, man, for a Jake to do that, man, or a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian to do that, man. You understand? That fear, man, truly came from our oppressor, man. That's where that fear came from, man. You understand? He didn't want to feel shameful, man. You understand? Like, he didn't want to feel hurt, or, he didn't want to feel, that he let someone down, man. No, man, that's nowhere near within the scriptures, man. You understand? Let the Most High, and the true priest and prophets here within the ISUPK, man. You understand? Judge you, man. You understand? Raise your spirit, man. Understand, what you're going through and how to overcome what you're going through, man. Of course, being a homosexual, of course, you're not going to be coming within the school, but you can still get counsel, man. You understand? Because that's a heavy demon, man, that you need to take care of, man. But of course, you're not coming here within the school, but you can still receive counsel, man. You still can't get advice, man, from the true priests and prophets of the Lord, man. You understand? It did happen one time. I believe Jeremiah Hyman, he was counseling a homosexual at one given point in time, man. Of course, he couldn't come within the school, and of course, Jeremiah Hyman, as hardcore as he is, man, he just kept it real with them, man. And if I'm remembering the story right, of course, the homosexual, he went back to his old ways, and the ISUPK never heard from him again, man. But that just shows you how much we truly care for our people, man. Truly care for our people, man. You understand? Let's go ahead and go back to Ezekiel. Shalai, sir.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 13, verse 6. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying, the Most High saith, and the Most High have not sent them, and they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word.
Good night, man. Let's read that one more time.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 13, verse 6. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying, the Lord saith, and the Lord have not sent them, and they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word.
Good night, man. They have made others to pretty much believe in what they're saying, man. But the scripture says that the Most High did not send them, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High did not send these fake Israelite groups, man. The Most High did not send your Christian pastor to be the voice of the Most High, man. Right. Or to be a true priest and prophet of the Lord, man. The Most High did not send them. Why? Because they are not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. They are not truly for their people, man. You understand? When it comes to brotherhood and sisterhood, it's just non-existent within the Christian church, man. You hear all about these, these Christian churches drama. You understand? And all this Christian churches saga, and it just continues and continues on and on and on. You understand? You hear about, of course, with this homosexuality, and the lesbians, and how now, of course, thanks to who? Barack Obama, that now a man can marry a man within the Christian church. So diabolical and just so wrong according to the scriptures. Shalagi, man, if I could just sidebar real quick, man. This homosexuality spirit, man, is going to hurt and destroy the black community, man. And the only hope and render in true sincerity is going to be within the ISUPK under Commander General Hannah, man.
Right.
You understand? Brothers and sisters, man, that are in Israel, man. You understand? We need to truly realize and understand, man, what is at stake, man. Who you selected to be a president? Who you selected to be on that church member, council or a committee, man, within these homosexuals, man. You understand? Joe Biden wants this LGBTQ plus community to be the face of America and a number one priority when it comes to their laws, man. You understand? He had already hired, you understand, transgenders to be, the Secretary of Health. You understand? And he's going to continue to hire these transgenders and these homosexuals and these lesbians, man. Why? Because he wants to push this agenda, man. And who is it going to trigger, man? Who's going to be the target? The black community, man. The black church, the black household, man. So let's make sure, man, that we are taking this very, very seriously when it comes to this Christian church and how filthy and disgusting it is and how they follow our oppressor and how they follow the Roman Catholic Church, man. And how they follow the Greeks, man. How they follow the Romans, man. With all their, with all their deities and all their, sexual molestation and, pedophilia and all that garbage, all that quote-unquote hoorah, and all that's supposed to be so great for America, man. No, man, what's great for the Most High, man? That's what you should be asking yourself, man. What can you do to be a true servant of the Most High, man? You cannot do it within a Christian church, man. It's impossible to do it within the Christian church, man. Can we read verse 6 again, Sir Shalak?
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 13, verse 6. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying they have seen vanity and lying divination, saying, the Lord said, and the Most High have not sent them. And they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word. Verse 7. Have you not seen a vain vision? And have you not spoken a lying divination? Whereas ye say, the Most High saith, Abide, I have not spoken.
Good night, man. Good night, man. It says, have you not seen a vain vision, and have you not spoken a lying divination, whereas ye say, the Lord said, albeit I have not spoken? You understand? Good night, man. This is coming from the Most High, man, through the prophet Ezekiel, man. It is so relevant today in 2021 here within America, man. If this is not relevant, man, please someone tell me that it's not relevant, man. You have all these fake Israelite groups saying that they have the answer. You have all these fake Christian churches saying that they have the answer. But the Most High have not spoke to them, man, whatsoever, man. The Most High is not with them whatsoever, man. So how can they say that they quote unquote have the truth? You know what I'm saying? Or that they are true men of the Lord, or a God, or a God told me this, and God prophesied to me this, saying that we're going to have a unity camp, and saying that Black Spanish and Native Indians should unify. Why, man? You know what I'm saying? Let's stop being brainwashed, man. Black Spanish and Native Indians, we need to stop being brainwashed by our oppressor, by these heathens, and more importantly, man, by our quote-unquote black leaders, man. Christian pastors, you understand? These people within the civil rights, man. And good night, man. If you did not read those FBI files on Martin Luther King, man, please read them, man. Please read those FBI files, man. Just one that just replays in my mind over and over again of how he had a Christian pastor from Baltimore while he raped a woman, and while Martin Luther King looked on and laughed.
Good night.
He looked on and laughed why this woman was getting raped by a Baltimore pastor, man. Quote unquote civil rights activist. You understand? That article was saying that he had died, you understand, not too long ago, man. But let's not be brainwashed, man. And I cannot wait, man. I hope and pray, you understand, that we are, that we are able to read and see how disgusting and how filthy Martin Luther King was, man. Within those FBI files that are sealed right now, man. I believe that they're going to be unsealed in 2027, if I'm not mistaken, man. Just imagine. They got audio, they got video, and good night, man. Just that little piece of when he was looking on and laughing while, someone was being raped by a Christian pastor, man. And the crazy thing about it, man, within that article, it said the next day they did it over again, man. They had an orgy.
Good night. What the?
You understand? So just imagine, man, of how many, what they call them, criminal informant that they have, man. How many more informers are going to come out, man, of those sealed files, man? That's something that I am, man, Lord, you understand? Lord allow, man, you understand, that we are able to, see how, literally see the truth of how false a quote-unquote Christian pastor is, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying, he was, everybody said that, he was a pastor, or, he was a bishop, or, he was here to lead the, be the voice of the people and lead the people. You know what I'm saying? Let's just see how filthy and disgusting he truly was, man. And this is just not coming from articles, man. You know what I'm saying? This is coming from the FBI. You understand? Showing the, showing the filth and, and how disgusting and how much of a monster he was, man. All falling within Christianity, man. All falling and has been trickled down from the Roman Catholic Church, man. The Roman Catholic Church is just, they are some freaky people, man. And not no good side freaky people, man. They into the weird stuff, man. You understand? And don't be surprised, man, if your state or, this country, you understand, legalizes bestiality, man. I would not be surprised, man, if it does not get approved, man, dealing with freaky Joe Biden, man. You understand?
Freaky Biden.
You understand? Freaky Biden, man. Freaky Biden. You understand? I would not be surprised, man. You understand? Because the Most High, He's going to continue to reveal, you understand, what's happening within America, man, and who we choose to be, the voice of America, or the voice for Black people, man. You understand? And of course, all these civil rights activists, man, you understand? They would, man, literally, man, they will back up Martin Luther King, man. You understand? All these Jesse Jacksons, Al Sharptons, all these other Christian pastors, T.D. Jakes. You know what I'm saying? They believe in Martin Luther King his agenda or his movement or whatever the case may be, man. That's what they believed in, man. And now that everything is hitting the fan, it's almost to the point like, man, like, what type of criminal or monster are you, T.D. Jakes? You know what I'm saying? What type of criminal or monster are you, Tyler Perry, man? And everyone that believes in the quote-unquote vision that is still unseen of Martin Luther King, man. That's the question that I have, man. What type of baggage you have, man? Just a lot, so we can keep on reading if you don't mind.
Verse 8. Therefore, thus saith the Most High, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies, therefore, behold, I am against you, saith the Most High.
He said what?
I am against you.
He said, I am against you, man. Because you spoke these lies, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to, form unity all throughout the earth and form peace all throughout the earth. I am against you, man. That is something that you do not want to see, Black Spanish and Native Indians. You do not want the Most High to be against you, man. Good night, man. That just gives me, like shivers all over, man. Just saying that the Most High is against you. Good night, man. I want to be on the Most High side, man. You understand? Lord aloud, man. You understand? That's my hope and my prayer, man. Let's go keep on reading, sir, if you don't mind. Shalom.
God. Verse 9. And my hand should be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not be in the assembly of my people.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shall they go into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Most High God.
Good night, man. It said, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel. Neither shall they enter into the land of Israel, man. Good night, man. These Christian pastors, man, they are going to just vanish, man. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because the Most High is getting fed up and getting sick of how these Christian pastors are lying to his people, man. You know what I'm saying? You are harming one's lives, man. When you prophesy lies, man. When you prophesy deceit. When you are of your father, the devil, man. The Most High wants his people, man, to be protected, man. That's what the Most High wants, man. But of course, some type of destruction has to happen, man. And it has to start with the head, man. Your Christian pastor, man. Your bishop, or you're a quote-unquote leader that is lying to you, man. Something has to happen, man. Wasn't it in a fake Israelite group, oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue, man. On the tip of my tongue, I cannot remember it, man. But we done seen it, time after time, man. All these fake Israelite groups, man. They just get exposed, man. You know what I'm saying? For all of their lies, man. For all of their lies, man. Good night, man. You got fake Israelite groups, saying that it's okay to, sleep with whores, and that it's not a sin to sleep with a prostitute.
What Israelite group was that said that?
Oh man, I think that was. Oh man, I'm not concerned which Israelite group it was, but I remember seeing a tape that Captain Tazariak had posted, and he was replaying it on his car chronicles. I'm not for sure whether it was GMS or IGS or IGS, boot camp, whoever they are, man. They said that it is not a sin to sleep with a prostitute, man. Not a sin to sleep with a prostitute, man. You know what I'm saying? Your leaders are going to pay for that, man. According to the scriptures, man. Thus said the Most High, man. There's going to be a point where you're not even going to be able to come around the people of the Most High, man. Why, man? Because you're a poison to the Most High chosen people, man. You are a true poison to the Most High chosen people, man. And the Most High is going to deal with you, man. As he has been dealing with you, man, over and over again when it comes to these fake Israelite groups, man. When it comes to these Christian churches, man. When it comes to the Muslim mosque. When it comes to, wanting to, be the, what is the Nation of Islam, man. Buddha and Hindu and, Kemet and, want to be atheists and, want to be, so Afrocentric and be all about Africa, man. The Most High is going to continue to deal with you, man. The Most High is going to the Most High is not going to be on your side, man. You understand? He's going to continue to reveal exactly what's true and what's fake, man. What's true and what's fake, man. You understand? Let's go and keep on reading.
Verse 10, because they have seduced my people, saying, peace, and there was no peace. And one built up a wall, and lo, others dug it with untempered mortar.
Good night, man. It says, because they have seduced my people, saying peace. Of course, man, once again, man, just like that article said, man, they want peace. You understand? They want unity. They want to ask the Lord to be on their side. But the scripture says, peace, and there was no peace, man. There was no peace, man. You understand? The Most High is a true man of war. Once again, man, he comes to spread division, man, and separation upon who's righteous, and of course upon who's unrighteous, man. And the Most High is going to continue over and over again to reveal who's righteous and who's unrighteous, man. But of course, once again, man, just like any father, man, he's going to give you chance after chance after chance to get it right, man. But there's going to be a point where when all those chances are just going to be given up, and it's going to be too late. And while you continue to, spread peace on earth and spread unity and spread love and spread hugs and spread kisses and, saying all these abominable things that's continually to scatter the Most High chosen people away, the Most High is going to deal with you, man, as he should deal with you. We can keep on reading, search the light.
Okay. Verse 12. Lo, verse 11. Say unto them which diab it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There should be an overflowing shower, and ye, O great hailstones, shall fall, and a stormy wind shall rend it. Verse 12. Lo, when it falls, when the wall is fallen, shall it not be said unto you, where is the dubbing wherewith ye have dubbed it? Verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Most High, I will even rend it with a stormy wind in my fury, and there shall be an overflowing shower in my anger, and great hailstones in my fury to consume it.
Most High Christ. So the of course let's go to that definition of daubed. Daub means a coat or smear surface with a thick or sticky substance in a carelessly rough or liberal way.
paint spread a thick or sticky substance or on a surface is rough or lip away. A canvas with paint daubed on it. A paint words of drawing, of course, you understand. Of course, daub mean you know how you just get some paint, or say you got like a image that's already painted, and you got another image, so like and you got another can of paint, and you dip dip your paintbrush in there, and you just like you almost like smear what's already finished, man. You understand? You are smearing what's already finished. You understand? You are making a picture that is perfect within the Most High ways. And what you're doing, man, you're smearing it, man. You're making it unpleasant. You understand? You're making it unwanted. You understand? You're making that paint not even valuable. That's what you're doing to the Most High chosen people, man. These fake Israelite groups, these fake, quote unquote priests and prophets or popes, whatever the case may be, man. You are smearing a perfect image of how the Most High wants His people to be and how He wants you to be, and you're smearing it, man, to make a mess. And you are the reason for this confusion within the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, man. You Christian pastors, man. The Muslim mosques, man. These fake Israelite groups, man. The list goes on and on, man. You are the reason for this misery of Israel, man. You are the reason, man. Let's go and keep on reading, sir, for time's sake. Shalaya.
God. Verse 14. Verse 15. Thus will I accomplish my wrath upon the wall, and upon them that have dubbed it with the untempered mortar, and will say unto you, the wall is no more, neither they that dubbed it. Verse 16. To wit, the prophets of Israel, which prophesies concerning Jerusalem, which see visions of peace for her, and there is no peace save the Most High. Verse 17. Likewise, the Son of Man, set thy face against the daughters of thy people, which prophesies out of their own heart, and prophesies thou against them. Verse 18. And say, thus saith the Most High, woe to the women that sew pillows to all armholes, and make kerchiefs upon the head of every statue, to hunt souls. Will ye hunt the souls of my people? And will you save the souls alive that come into you?
Good night, man. Now right here, man, this is so heavy, man. You know, because it's even going into the women, man, of how these quote unquote females that consider themselves prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? Consider themselves to be within witchcraft or voodoo or whatever the case may be, man. On how they're making their beliefs to actually hinder and harm the Most High chosen people, man. You understand? The Most High is not with them, man, and the Most High is going to deal with them, man. You understand? As you continue to say that you have visions of peace, and the Most High says that there is no peace. No, man. In verse 17, Shalai says, likewise, thou son of man, set thy face against thy daughters of thy people, which prophesy out of their own hearts, and prophesy thou against them, and and prophesy thou against them, and say, thus saith the Lord God, woe to the woman, man, meaning destruction unto the woman, man. You understand? For lying to Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Thinking that they're, above man, man. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that they can just do anything, thinking that they have authority over the man. Man, I was about to cuss, man. Shalagi, man. You know what I'm saying? Sit down, man. Be in Shemai, man. Be that kind sister, man. Nothing wrong with that, man. Don't be like this
Don't be categorized with these quote unquote female evangelists and prophets and laying hands on people, man. No, man. The scripture says, "Woe to the woman." It says, "Destruction unto them, man, that sew pillows to the armhole and make kerchiefs upon the head of every stature to hunt souls," man. They are hunting souls, man. When they're doing all of this, musicians and saying that they're prophets and furtherly brainwashing the Most High chosen people, man. Don't be deceived, man. Let's go and keep on reading, sir, for time's sake. Shalaya.
God. Verse 19. And will ye pollute me among my people for handfuls of barley and for pieces of bread, to slay the souls that should not die, and to save the souls alive that should not live, by your lying to my people that hear your lies? Verse 20.
Let's go at verse down to drop down to 23. Shalaya, and this is gonna be the last scripture.
Verse 23. Therefore ye shall see no more vanity, nor divine divinations, for I will deliver my people out of your hand, and ye shall know that I am the Most High.
You understand? And you should know that I am the Most High, man. Meaning that the Most High is going to literally grab his people out of these sites of these false prophets, man. Out of these false teachers, man. Out of these false leaders, man. That is just shredding the black community, man. You understand? And of course, you understand, we have we have that safe haven now here within the ISUPK, man. Because we give a damn about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. And we are surrounded around this Bible, man. Everything we do is surrounded around this Bible, man. And the act of brotherhood and sisterhood, man. With that, I'm going to end the class. ISUPK security announcements were the ISUPK started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're here to shed Shalaya. They are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes is a commandment. You can read about this in Malachi chapter 18 verses 21, and Numbers chapter 18 verses 21, and Malachi chapter 3 verses 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department of teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation, we have Purim, the 14th day and 15th, the 14th day and 15th day of the 12th month, Thursday, February 25th, and Friday, February 26th. You can read about this in Esther chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. My occupant, I'll go out to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, starting with all black blue shirts, pants,